Also the CFDA awards. Get excited, and not just how to get a signature uniform, but whether you actually want one. ImageKim Kardashian West at the White House on May 30th in Washington, D.C. CreditWin Mcnamee, Getty Images North AmericaHello and Happy June. It's been a turbulent week in pop culture, what with Roseanne's cancellation and Kim Kardashian West's White House visit. Aside from the latter switcheroo from Yeezy to a black pantsuit to signal seriousness of purpose, and Kendrick Lamar's decision to accept his Pulitzer in tracksudo, or track tuxedo pants designed by Luigi Villaseñor, the fashion action has been relatively quiet. Things are going to change on Sunday, however, when Alexander Wang has his debut fashion show not at Fashion Week. As you may recall, or probably not, Mr. Wang declared earlier this year that the fashion calendar was not working for him anymore, so he was stepping away, and would have his main show during pre-collection time. Starting now, Alex was hoping to garner industry support to create an entire cruise, or resort or pre-spring week and rationalize what is a whole mess of shows and presentations spread over more than a month, and the CFDA got behind him, but it hasn't entirely happened. Getting designers to agree to coordinate their plans is, I increasingly believe, like getting a group of kindergartners in an adventure park to sit down and pay attention, i.e., probably not gonna happen. Anyway, we'll see how things go on Sunday. If it's a bang-up amazing show, with a huge reception, all of this could change. Because if there's one thing we know about fashion, it is that it has a very short memory, and when it sees something that is working, Gucci, it is more than happy to shrug off its old prejudices and embrace a new trend. But it does need to be an amazing show. Witness all of those designers who tried to do a similar thing in the past public school, Yohji Yamamoto, without much success. The day after Alex's show are the CFDA Awards, aka, the biggest night in American fashion. If you are scratching your head, there is an explainer here so you'll know what they are all about, but the short version is the fashion equivalent of the Tonys. New design talents get crowned. Comedians poke gentle fun at the industry. We report back. So I'm going to get some sleep this weekend in preparation. Actually, that's not true. I am going to my daughter's high school graduation, and having sores about what to wear as mother of the senior, but that's my problem. For those who do have some time, catch up on the shocking news that De Beers, the diamond behemoth, is getting into synthetic stones. Check out the European cruise show extravaganzas, and debate the relationship between tacky and luxury as posed by the new Gucci store. Have a good weekend. Q. Is the concept of a signature uniform applicable to the person on the street, or is it better left to celebrities and fashion icons? And if it is for the person on the street, how does one go about defining a look and developing a wardrobe to suit it? I have never personally known someone who dressed that way. Lisa, Cape Tona. The first thing to understand is that for all of us there are degrees of signature uniforms. And it is not necessarily the same as its signature look. Anna Wintour, for example, has a signature look, dark glasses, bobbed hair, Manolo Blahnik's big stone necklace, but her actual wardrobe changes every season. So did the New York socialite Ann Slater, white hair, cobalt blue eyeglasses. A signature look makes you immediately recognizable, but it does not necessarily make the actual process of getting dressed any easier. A signature uniform, on the other hand, does both. That is part of the purpose of a uniform. Tom Wolfe had a signature uniform, thanks to his white suits, and was also immediately recognizable. Ditto Mark Zuckerberg and his gray tees. Ditto Elizabeth Holmes and her black turtlenecks. But it also requires great discipline, because as difficult as it may be to choose your single option, you have to think through exactly how it may be interpreted by those who see you. It is equally hard to stick with it. To be blunt, it gets a little boring. That's the single biggest hurdle for most of us and probably why you haven't known anyone who did this. But if you do want to try to develop a uniform, I wouldn't start by picking one thing you wear every day and to hell with the rest of it. I'd do it in stages. Start with color, for example. Pick 3, personally I stick mostly to black, white and silver, gray, and try to keep everything in sync. Decide if you are a suit person or a separates person. You could do skinny jeans and a jacket, which leaves you a fair amount of leeway in the middle. Or opt for dresses, but all in the same silhouette. The point is to create a point of visual reference so consistent that it becomes synonymous with yourself. Then by thy clothing, they shall know thee. Assuming you really do want that, of course. Vanessa Friedman is the Times' fashion director and chief fashion critic. She was previously the fashion editor of the Financial Times. @BV Friedman